Hello everyone, welcome to the next video on programming. In today's video we are going to look at how to sum all the digits present in that given number. For that I am considering a number 235. So in the 235 individual digits are 2, 3, 5. If you sum all these three you will get 10. That should be the output if you have 235 as input number n. So for that, first I will show you how to extract individual digits from a number. For that we need to consider a division with a divisor 10. First take the entire number 235 and divide that number with 10. Then you will get the remainder 5 that gives us ones position. So in this division you will get the quotient 23, then that will act as a dividend for the next division. Now 23, which is nothing but the coefficient of the previous division acting as a dividend now. Again divide the 23 with 10, then you will get the remainder 3 that gives us tens position. In this case we got the coefficient 2, that 2 will act as dividend for the next division. Again divide that 2 with a 10, then you will get the remainder 2 that is now hundreds position. So in this division, since we got 0 as quotient, there is no division required. That is the end of your process. So we got all the 3 digits individually. Then if you sum all these 3 digits, you will get 10. That is our required output. Now we will see the algorithm. If you consider the algorithm, in step 1, we need to read the n value from the user. In our case, that is 235. In step 2, we need to consider a variable sum that should be initialized with 0. In step 3, we need to sum the value of the remainder in this division into the sum value to get a new value into the sum. And then as a step 4, we need to find out the coefficient of the division n by 10. Then we have to replace that n with that coefficient. In step 5, we need to compare the n value. If the n value is greater than 0, then we need to go for step 3 again. That means step 3 and step 4 will get executed as long as n greater than 0. So whenever n is equal to 0, then you will go for step 6 where we are going to display the sum value. So that is the algorithm. Then we will see individual iterations. If we consider the iteration 1, now the calculation of the sum here. So initially sum is having 0. And we are adding that 0 with the remainder of 235 by 10. So that gives us the ones position, which is nothing but 5. 0 plus 5 gives us 5 now in the sum. In step 4, we are considering coefficient. Then 235 by 10 gives us the coefficient 23. Then n will be loaded now with 23. Since n is greater than 0 here, then we need to go for step 3 again. Then iteration 2 begins. Now the sum will be calculated. Then previous value of the sum is 5. That 5 plus the remainder of n by 10. N is having 23. Then the remainder will be 3. That is our tens position. 5 plus that 3 gives us 8 now. The sum is having now 8. And then you will get the update for n. Then since the n value is 23, 23 by 10, then the coefficient will be 2. Now n will be loaded with 2. Since n is greater than 0, again we are going with step 3. That is iteration number 3. In iteration 3, again sum will be evaluated. Already existing value of the sum is 8. That 8 plus the remainder of this division n divided by 10. Already n is having 2 now from the previous iteration. That 2 divided by 10 gives us the remainder 2, that is hundreds position. Already existing sum is 8. 8 plus 2 gives us 10 now. Now new value of the sum is 10. Then update for the n. So n divided by 10, the coefficient is now 0. Since n is not greater than 0, then there is no step 3 now. Automatically in the step 6 sum will be displayed, that is 10. That is our required answer. So in this way, by dividing the given number with 10, you can extract individual positions. By extracting individual positions, we can perform various operations on them. Here in our example, the sum we need to compute, then we have extracted the individual elements and then we have summed up. So that is it about the theory. Now we are going to switch into the C compiler. I open the code blocks. So first step, we need to read input from the user. For that I am declaring an integer, and then I am using a printf statement to prompt the user. Then I am using scanf statement to read the value from the user. Then we need to take a variable sum, and then we have to initialize that with 0. Then I am declaring that integer sum, and then I am initializing it with 0. Then we need to repeat a while loop as long as n greater than 0. Now we need to update the sum value as sum plus n modulus 10. And then we need to update the value of n as n by 10. So that's all with while loop. So after while loop got terminated, we need to display the output. For that I am using printf statement. Then I displayed the sum value. So that is the end of the program. Let me run this. Then it is asking a number. Then I am entering 2356. Then I got sum of all the digits as 16. Again I am running. I am entering now 1, 2, 3 as input number. Then sum of all the digits, now I have 6. So that is the implementation of sum of all the digits in a given number. Switching to Eclipse. So first step is we need to read the input from the user. For that we need scanner object. Then I am importing scanner class. Then I am creating an object for the scanner class. Then I am prompting the end user. Then I am reading a number. Then my input variable is n. Into that integer is loaded. Then I am declaring a sum variable and initializing with 0. Then I am running the while loop to implement the logic. Once the while loop is terminated, we need to display the output, that is sum. That is with your program. Then let me run it. It is asking a number. Then I am entering a number 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I got the sum as 10. Let me run the program again. Now I am entering 4, 5, 6. Then I got sum of all the digits as 15. Then switching to Python. So in Python I am giving two different methods for you. The first method is the standard method that we have considered so far. Then I am reading the input first. Actually input function gives us the input in a string format. We need to convert that string into integer by using int function. Then we need to initialize a sum variable with 0. And then we need to run a while loop as long as n greater than 0 to implement the logic to find out the sum of all the digits. Guys, you should remember that here we need to use integer division, that is floor division. We should not use normal division here. So that's it with while loop, and then we need to display the sum value. Then let me run the program. I am entering a number 1, 2, 5. Then the sum of all the digits is equal to 8. So let me run the program again. Then I am entering 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I got the 10 again as the sum of all the digits. So that is the first method. So method 2, in which we are taking the input as a string, and then in the loop we are converting each character of that string into a integer, and then I am adding together. So let me consider the method 2 now. Then I am reading the input as a string. Then I am taking a variable sum and then initializing with 0. Then I am repeating a for loop to access each character in the given string. Then for ch is a variable I am using to take each character in the string. And then I am updating the sum value by converting each character into integer by using int function. So here each character of the string will be converted into integer, then that is added with the sum. When this for loop got terminated, automatically you will find sum of all the digits present in that number in some variable. Then we need to display that. So that's it with program. let me execute it. Then I entered 1 2 3 7 6 as input, then the total I got 19. So that is with the today's concept. So in that way we can easily find the sum of all the digits present in the given number. So in the next video I will meet you with another concept. Until that, keep practicing. Bye bye.